supply and demand looks for attraction, but what about retention? And what kind of priority should that be compared to perhaps replacement? Where we need to know, should, again, the employer of choice, or would somebody choose this employer again if they're already employed here? Talk about retention for a moment.
Well, I think it goes right to the issue of what it takes, time and money-wise to recruit someone that we have to do to replace a person who might leave and take their training to another community. That's of great concern to me. We don't have, as I said, we don't have the luxury of calling a temp service, to send us an officer to replace somebody that's gone to Mesa or Chandler to work for a little bit more money. Retention is important. I think in addition to the pay is important, but I think our city employees in general want stability. They want to know that they're not going to have the budgets messed with year after year, and they're going to be shorted on training or equipment. I think maybe even the folks we're recruiting would be willing to work for a little less pay in the first couple of years. But when they get to the 5-year point where they're going to, they're in a prime position to jump ship and take that training somewhere else and get more money at that point, that's really my concern is when they hit that, they start hitting that window, that 3 to 5 year window, where they're prime targets for recruitment by other departments.
With my experience in business, as long as the compensation is competitive, and I believe that we are competitive and we will stay competitive, the number one reason when someone does an exit survey and leaves a business or leaves the city is because of their boss in any business situation. And in our case, for public safety officers, the boss is either the city council or the people in the public or the people in their leadership team. And it's not about a few $1,000s. That's not why an officer is running to Mesa for a couple $1,000s. They're running because they're dispirited, because they don't believe that the leadership is supporting them. And I'm not talking about the police leadership, but the mayor and the city council and the direction and the vision that they have for the city. A couple dollars more or a couple $1,000s more is very important, but it's not as important as the satisfaction that you have when you come to work and you feel like someone believes in you, that they support you, that they appreciate what you do. And I believe that's the main issue of why we're losing people 4 or 5 years into service for the city, is they look and say, I'm not being appreciated here, and I can make $5,000 going to Mesa or Gilbert. It's not, oh, I'm having a great time here, and the government is supporting me, and the people think I'm doing a great job. Oh, but I'm going to leave for $5,000. I don't believe that happens. Talking to so many of the individuals, many of whom are here tonight, it's the combination of both. We've got to fix the leadership problem and make sure that we have a competitive compensation.